Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad NURHAZIQ AIMAN with YUSNI. So today we would like to present our group assignment which is entitled Transient Hazard Explosion at Husky Super Refinery. Before we proceed and discuss more about the incident happened, let me introduce our group members. The first one is Muhammad NURHAZIQ AIMAN, which is me. The second one is AMIRUL bin SYAFIE, and the third member is Muhammad Nur Farhan bin SHAMSUL ANUAR. For the background of study of the incident, an explosion occurred in 2019 during a shutdown at the Husky Super Refinery. The causes of the incident when air was introduced into hydrocarbon vapor, causing two pressure vessels to shatter. In addition, one of the fragments pierced an asphalt tank, leading to a substantial interruption in the explosive process and subsequent fire. The detonation of the primary absorber and sponge absorber, as you can see in figure 1, occurred due to the ignition of volatile combination of oxygen and hydrocarbon vapors that had accumulated within the process equipment. The plant was scheduled for shutdown and the fluid catalytic cracking FCC unit was being involved. At first, the generator continued in functioning at higher pressure than both the reactor and the main column. As you can see here in figure 2, the airflow through the FCC unit that caused explosion. One of the start valves between the regenerator and the reactor had erosion, creating an unblocked pathway for a significant number of air to enter the reactor. When air continued to flow into the process unit and it introduced with hydrocarbon, and it causes an explosion for the incident to happen. As a consequence of this event resulted in injuries to 36 workers and caused 450 million damage to the plant. In addition, over 39,000 pounds of flammable hydrocarbon vapor were discharged into the atmosphere, and leading to the evacuation of nearly 2,500 city residents. Next, we move to the second subtopic, which is the direct consequences. So there are 3 points that will be discussed. The first one is the infrastructure failure. For the infrastructure failure, there are 3 equipments that involves. The first one is slide valves between the regenerator and the reactor had erosion, creating an unblocked pathway for a significant number of air to enter the reactor. The second equipment is the 2 vessels, which is the primary absorber and sponge absorber vessels. And the last one is the asphalt tank. The asphalt tank causes leading to a spill of scorching for asphalt through the refinery. The second point is the causes. The incident causes 450 million in on-site property damage. As a consequence, the organization must perform chemical cleansing and stabilization on the refinery equipment. The third point is testing. A metallurgical study must be conducted on the primary and sponge absorber vessel to analyze the cause of the incident. For the indirect consequences of the incident, there are 3 points. The first point is fines. As you can see here in this article from the Associated Press in 2018, the OSHA has fined a superior refining company more than 83,000 for safety violation related to an explosion and injured dozens of people and led to the evacuation of the city. So the second point is the environmental impact. Due to the incident, numerous flammable hydrocarbon has been released to the environment, and the flammable flammable hydrocarbon will causes a lot of pollution and it will endanger safety of the people, which is point number 3. Besides that, due to the explosion, the neighboring citizens need to be evacuated, and their safety is in danger due to the explosion.
So next we go to the form of corrosion and damage mechanism. So for the form of corrosion mechanism, the first one is erosion corrosion at slide bath, which is degradation of material from a surface due to the flow of fluid containing the solid particle. And next, the second one is brittle fracture of vessel, which is the form of corrosion that occur under the stress or temperature where at some point of the surface already had weakened. So actually for the erosion corrosion, it happened at the slide bath, which is it functioning to control the flow of catalyst between the reactor and regenerator during the normal operation. So when related to the flow, it can cause a turbulent flow that can cause erosion at the surface of the slide bath. So from there, after years of use with the erosion and corrosion, so it was eroded and degraded. And for the brittle fracture, the first one is the stress corrosion cracking, which is SEC, which is corrosion that occurs under the tensile stress. And also the second one is vessel containing an asphalt that in hot temperature, so it can occur the brittle fracture, which is when the surface of the vessel exposed to the high temperature for a long time, and then it can lead to a reduction in impact toughness and also the ductility of the material. So from that, it makes the material more prone to the brittle fracture. Then we go to the next, which is precaution that should owner implement. So the first one is inspection and monitoring, which is it is the process of using any various technique or method to detect, measure, and prevent corrosion in industrial system and the structures. And the second one is coating and painting, which is applying a protective layer on the metal surface actually to prevent the or reduce the corrosion. And the last one is emergency response planning, which is this one is a set of procedure and action that need to apply during the emergency. So from that, we can reduce any losses or any the impact, negative impact to the company.
So, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is AMIRUL YAZID bin SYAFIE. Now I'll present about the prediction of hazard that may occur. So the first point is impact on the environment. So when the explosion happen, the hazardous chemical used in this process will exposed to the environment, which is to the air, to the water and soil, and affecting human surrounding. So this air pollution may result from this explosion and then releasing hazardous chemicals. The impurities can harm air qualities and respiratory health. And the fallout from the explosion can contaminate soil, and the latter effect on soil quality and plant may occur. So for the second point is the negative impact on company reputation, and the sub point is the safety concern of the company. So when the corrosion accident occur, it is a signal of maintenance and safety protocol of the company failure. So this will raise doubt about the company commitment to infrastructure protection, impact over safety culture, and public will question about the company dedication to secure work environment. So for the second sub point, it is the media coverage. So when the accident, especially those affecting the environment or safety, this will get many attention uh, from media. So this media coverage will shape public opinion and may harm the company reputation. So the effective communication demonstrate accountability, build trust, and enhance the company integrity. And the last sub point for point number 2 is lasting brand harm. So when the corrosion incident have lasting consequences on the company reputation, regaining trust from customer or stakeholder requires time and focused effort. So this will shape long-term company perception and influence stakeholders. And continuous commitment is needed to restore brand integrity and the competitive business environment. So for the last part is the inspection method that can be done. So the method is non-destructive testing. So NDT is a test that can be done without causing damage to the parts that being tested. So this method help to identify the defect, thereby ensuring their integrity. So the sub point for NDT is the visual inspection. It is a direct inspection of the surface of the part that we want to inspect. This method is useful tool for quick and direct evaluation of part that we want to inspect. So for the second point for the non-destructive testing is ultrasonic testing, which is use high frequency sound wave to find internal defect in a slide valve by measuring travel time through the material. So this testing is useful for detecting internal crack and of degradation without causing harm to the slide valve. It is a crucial assessment of potential issues that external examination may miss, providing precise information on the valve structural integrity. So, and for the last testing under the NDT test is magnetic particle testing, which is a magnetic field and magnetic particle is used on a parts that we want to test or do the inspection. So the surface on the surface defect like crack attack particle and revealing the issues. And it helps detect surface crack and deformation in the material without harming the parts. And it ensures the maximum safety and performance by truly inspecting the valve surface, identifying the potential structural problem and enabling the proactive maintenance. So that's all from me. Thank you.